Hey guys, how's it going? As you probably, if you've kept track of this, you notice I missed yesterday. There was some stuff that happened in my neighborhood that kind of threw me off a bit, so I wasn't able to get the drawing done yesterday like I wanted to. But I decided I was like, well, if I'm a day behind, I can either just let it go or I can catch it up. So what I figured I would do is I would go ahead and do today's, and then what I would also do is get up early in the morning and do day 7, announce the next week's list, and then start fresh really Monday night after I get off work. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of speed it up a bit. I wanted to introduce you to this character here. His name is Night Thrasher. He was the leader of the group, the New Warriors, back in the 90s. You know, there were a lot of teenage groups out, Marvel and different universes. So they decided to do this team of Nova, Marvel Boy, Firestar, Namorita, Night Thrasher, and Speedball. And so it's a team of people that they had. And so Night Thrasher was the leader of the team. His name, as you can see, is Mr. Dwayne Michael Taylor. There was a group of people that were involved with his family. His dad was a war veteran. And so during the time he was in a war, you know, they kind of manipulated him and they wanted to have this whole thing where they wanted the daughters and the sons of the dragon. So they went to this whole thing where each of them were basically sold off to one of her daughters and then they would have a kid. Well, he of course was born from, he of course was born in this situation. Well, what ended up happening was he finds out later on that, his father had him with this woman, in another country, while being married to his mother. And then for some reason, the lady that was the mother of the other women decided to kill his parents. So imagine if you took like an African American and basically Batman storyline, but for totally different reasons. And then he basically has a bit of Tony Stark like ability where he makes his own body armors and stuff. This armor here is actually his most recent armor. The New Warriors were also involved in the comic book version of the Civil War book, which kind of inspired the Civil War movie. But, of course, it's a lot different because that team, they were doing a reality show. And so in the process of trying to chase down a bunch of villains, Nitro, who was one of the villains that were chasing, ended up losing his cool and blew up a school bus. Next thing you know, kids were killed and things. So then they, I think there's an obvious reason why they didn't go with that as the storyline for the actual Civil War movie. Instead, they made it more about Cap and Tony and kind of their divide. But anyway, so Night Thrasher, like I said, is the leader of the team. One of the interesting things about him was during the 90s, you had a lot of black kids and comic books who were on skateboards, and he was one of them. And so he kind of always had a skateboard and body armor, and he fought with screamer sticks and made his own little weapons and things like that. I think I liked him more because, especially at that time, I was reading comic books, getting out of high school. I'll be honest, sorry, going into college. And so they did that, and so they ended up, having that whole story. So that's kind of how that went about. But anyway, I just wanted to catch y'all up on to give y'all this shorter video. So that way I could, work on getting set up for tomorrow morning and get up so that way I could do Cyborg. And then I will announce a list. I will also run the random generator probably tonight to find out which comment got my comment of the week for the first week of these. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this shorter video. I hope you appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't do this one live, but I wanted to kind of play catch up a little bit. So anyway, guys, you guys be blessed, and more importantly, be a blessing to somebody. Until next time, guys, take care.